Presidential Lingkod Bayan Awardee is a group category. Under that category, we recognize the Bayawan City Local Flood Early Warning and Rescue Team from Negros Oriental for exemplifying best practices in disaster preparedness.
Singapore young Filipino wrestlers bagged 12 medals from the Beat Our Streets Singapore training camp and competition. The youngsters got 4 golds, 4 silvers, and 4 bronze medals. Naparangalan din sila bilang best overall team, while gold medalist Gia Pingot received the Best Female Wrestler Award.
Year 2016, Prime HRM Maturity Level 2. LFU's Presidential Lingkod Bayan Award National Level. Best Performing LGU for Revenue Generation Program and Treasury Operations. Iwag Award for Peace and Order. Year 2017, Seal of Good Local Governance. Most Resilient Component City. 4th Most Improved Component City. Hall of Fame Red Orchid Award. Best Performing LGU in the Implementation of Nutrition Program. Year 2018, Gawad Tugas Award for Solid Waste Management Program of DENR. National TESDA Kabalikat Awardee. Seal of Child-Friendly Local Governance. Today, Bayawan City has become a benchmark of best practices by other LGUs, national government agencies, NGOs, schools and state universities all over the country wanting to learn its award-winning practices in solid waste management, septage management, disaster risk reduction, administrative processes, and other best practice initiatives.
Again, we will do in 3 years what normally others do in 15 years.
So nagpasalamat jud mi pud kay igdako kay maugid po na usa nga gikinahanglan nga gipangayo sa mga katawhan nga mapasabol ra jud ang karsada namo kay para sa mga farm products pud sa kuan sa mga constituents namo ba paingon sa Bayawan.
Ako si Melchor de la Piña, nakakuan og project ni Mayor nga kabahin sa tilapia. Maayo kaayo ang amo ang resulta sa among iyang project kay tungod nga makatabang. Okay, dako ang among income ato, wala mi ga problema ato. Daghang kaayo salamat Mayor sa imong gitabang sa project nga gihatag nimo namo.
Salamat kayo sa LGU nga naiprograma sa DA. Yan ni Mayor nga kakitabang sa mga sugarcane farmers kay sa una mga gagmay man nga planters di kay kasaran karon daghan ang gagmay kay nailibre naman kay hektarya. Sa una mga dato ro mga dagong tubo dire kay sila na makasaran. Karon daghan na gyud tubo. Puro tubo ning tinaba dire wala na bakante kayo. Tungod sa programa ni Mayor.
Envisions to be the top farm tourism city in the Philippines by 2020 and fully committed to uphold its mission to improve the quality of the life of Bayawanans by ensuring the provision of excellent public services and programs to constituents, investors, and visitors, thereby making Bayawan a competitive and livable city.
For the past 3 years nga ang atong local executive si Honorable Pride Henry Teves dako kayo ang among na hatag nga tabang sa atong mga mag-uuma labi na sa mga marginal farmers no kunya base sa survey tungod sa atong mga production support programs nitaas ang income sa atong mga mag-uuma nasa mga 6 to 8,000 abot na tawag mga 10,000 or more no.
Na-sustain na to image sa Bayawan to the outside community o sa LGUs na murag kita mo trailblazers in the aspect of solid waste management, particular sa itong landfill nga ginabisita. naka-implement po tag mga project sa reforestation without using government funds sa LGU, kaya naka-access man po ta og kanang funding sa DNR sa NGP, so naka-establish tag 100 hectares nga REFO.
For the past 3 years, I believe what we've been doing is laying the foundation for the tourism sector of Bayawan. And I believe our major accomplishment would be the brand, of course, because that will be the central point of all our marketing efforts. The Bay, our Tao mascot. We already know our market. And of course, our Ibayo tour package, which we finally launched this year.
We have 3 major PPP engagements already. And to name a few, that's we have the Pure Gold, the ACE Hospital, and our dredging projects. And as far as capability building is concerned on our local businessmen and our young entrepreneurs, we have 21 graduates of that Kapatid Mentor Me program with our partner national agency DTI. We also have conducted various trade and expos, and this way we can promote Bayawan through our local products. And we also have facilitated business forum last year, and we have yet to have a business forum for this year.
So as of this time, from 2017-2019, the Business One-Stop Shop was able to establish a 1, 2, 3 steps of business processing. In renewal of business permits, the businessman will have to wait less than 4 hours. For the new business, we have to complete it 1 to 2 days. And we have to exercise the one assessment, one payment.
The construction of the DRRM Command Center building, which it would harmonize our flood forecasting and our street surveillance for a quick response.
Importance was given also in the improvement of our ECCD centers. In fact, right now, which is the concrete result of the ELA of 2016. Right now, we already have 4 functional ECCD, wherein the teachers in charge were those who were trained in really implementing the Montessori type of teaching. That is why very comprehensive ang atuang approach in terms of providing education services to our 0 to 4-year-old children. They were provided with trained teachers, and they were provided with the best infrastructure in terms of early childhood development. So, very successful in terms of target, no?
We're on the preventive and emotive aspect of administration. So with this, we're able to control the
control and prevent communicable and non-communicable diseases. So during our ELA, one that we have presented was our family planning, so that with this we're able to have our family planning program in place. So we're able to implement it, thus we're able to control our population. With this also, our deliveries, we're able to have a zero, as much as possible, zero mortality rate and zero cumulative rate.
Sa 2017 up to now, doon na natay na-establish nga community drug rehabilitation, community-based drug rehabilitation program. Ug kani matawag ni nato nga successful tungod kay ubay-ubay gid sa ato ang mga surrenderies ang nipahiagom ni ani nipailalom ani nga maong program. And in fact, naa na pud tay mga nag-graduate, which led to the declaration of 9 barangays as drug-cleared barangays. So wala ta nag-undang sa pagpahigayon sa community-based drug rehabilitation tungod kay after sa ilahang graduation, padayon man ang ato ang pag-monitor sa ato ang surrenderies.
DepEd and the LGU focus on first in the sports development, then we have also infrastructure support to DepEd, and then the city also supported the localization and contextualization of the curriculum, and also the city provided for transition funds for the opening of the senior high school programs in various schools.
With the kick-off of the Linggo ng Kabataan celebration. So the Linggo ng Kabataan celebration was actually celebrated twice. There were 2 portions of it. The first portion of the Linggo ng Kabataan celebration was in Barangay Tinago. This was for urban barangays. And then the other Linggo ng Kabataan was celebrated in Barangay Kalumbuyan. This will be for the rural barangays. And then we made 2 celebrations because we wanted the rural barangays to also feel the celebration that we celebrated in the urban barangays. Through the support of our mayor, Honorable Pride Henry A. Teves, he gave us a chance to present our ideas. Even they were just 3 activities, but still they made an impact on the 2018 journey of Bayawan City.
So this year, 3 years after the previous ELA, the most current nato siguro nga accomplishments was the Ceres Cup Champion Task Football with the Puma, beach volleyball in Silay, champion po dato. Wrestling in Singapore, we were able to win medals, best overall team, and that's the international level. So from that, ang atong grassroots sa city level, grassroots sports development program has really improved, of course with the guidance and leadership of Mayor Henry.
In performing its local duties and responsibilities, the LGU Bayawan is fervent in delivering its goals to the economic sector, social sector, the environment, and its governance.
where we are going. Let's do this without me setting the direction now. I'd like to see how this group intends to realign our directions or sustain what we have done. And mind you, after these 2 days, I expect that everyone will go home motivated with a lot of passion to do in the next 3 years better than what we have done in the last 3. We are the models now. Most of LGUs and other institutions emulate what we're doing. I expect that to go up further in this administration.
The gathering of select few, representing the constituency of Bayawan, the city's local government unit, together with the new sets of city officials, place huge responsibility in each shoulders as delegates of the forum as they carry the aspirations of the sector and community they embody. With the best intention of crafting a 3-year development plan in order to identify priority programs and projects that will help in the attainment of the LGU's vision and speed up implementation of these priority projects, and eventually will guide the city's government in its goal of promoting good governance, delivering effective and efficient social and economic services, whilst protecting its natural resources and environment.
Shortened to 3 days because everybody was very participative in all the discussions. Our facilitators, Ma'am Ina and Sir Bong, were able to deliver a different type of method so that everybody was really engaged in the process. Everybody was able to pour out their ideas and initiatives in a way that encourages and recognizes each one's opinion, each one's thoughts and inputs to the whole process. I can say that what we did today and the rest of the 4 days was very enriching for everyone. We were able to pin our main goal in this ELA process, and we look forward to a more inspiring and encouraging and innovative 3-year implementation of the whole plan, as we also try to strive and improve our processes, our procedures, our systems, all for the betterment of Bayawan in the next 3 years, and all for the dream that we want to have for Bayawan City.
Among gi-propose diri sa ELA nga kung mahimo madugangan pa gani ang among budget tungod kay daghan pa ang mga farmer beneficiaries nga among gilantaw nga kinahanglan pa gyud og mga tabang nato labi na sa farm inputs sa different commodities nato labi na sa plantation crops nato, rubber, sugarcane, rice and corn, vegetables, banana, and other HBCCs, no? Dako usab ang among pasalamat sa programa sa inland aquaculture, no? Kay dako ang budget nga gihain sa atong mayor para sa pag-construct og mga fish ponds. Kanya ang atong syudad naghatag pod og subsidy sa feeds para sa fish ponds. Ang counterpart lang sa atong farmer, ginagbay lang kayo kaning mga fingerlings, no, sa tilapia.
Looking forward karong incoming 3 years, actually i-sustain pa nato itong mga ubang projects nga itong nasugdan Pero atong pangpadugangan, una na akong nakita is ang atong effort pag pananom og kahoy o pagdugang sa mga permanent na cover sa watershed. Dugangan pag nato nga atong inganyo ang ubang sektor sa katiling mga apil na mga eskwelahan, apil na ang mga youth sector aron madugangan pag nato ang atong mga pananom niya. Sa ato pong solid waste among dinguha nga mo level up pagita. Level up meaning di ta kontento sa atong na-achieve karong nga time. Mudugang pagita sa mga atong i-upgrade ang atong capabilities sa atong landfill, ang ato pong outreach sa atong koleksyon o management sa bukid atong padayon nya lakip na ani ang pagpahilona nga mahilikay na ang atong mga tao sa disaster prone areas. So inanaday murag akong panlantaw is favorable gini atong ginahimo karon at sa dunay tay direksyon sa maabot ng 3 ka tuig.
Now we are already gaining momentum. So for the next 3 years, we'll be focusing on 3 things. Okay, but the ultimate goal is, of course, to earn more income for the LGU and for the entire Bayawan as a whole. And how do we do that is in the tourism sector is first tourism product development, then tourism infrastructure support program, and the tourism marketing program. We first need to develop our products, and for that we'll be focusing on perhaps 3. First is the Danapa Eco Park area development. Then we have the Nara nature and farm-based tourism area development, and maybe later in around 2022 the Habhaban area development. So we cannot sell a cake by selling only the wrapper or the dough. We need to have a complete package. So that's what we're trying to do, come up with a tourism product that's really marketable and world-class. And then of course, after that would be the infrastructure support, communications, the roads going to the tourism sites, the construction, the planning, all that. And after that would be, of course, once we have a perfect product, is to promote the product. We already have strategies for that. So I hope with this intensive planning that we have done for the past 3 days, I'm excited and I hope it will really produce something great for Bayawan.
For the next 3 years, we plan to have more PPP projects, targeting 6 more PPP projects. To name a few, we have Danapa Wildlife Sanctuary with our partner Foundation Talarak. And then we will soon open also the Nangka Water Park. And as soon as we open the hospital and the Pure Gold, I'm very sure and confident that the influx of tourists will come in and thus will produce more investors in our city.
For the coming years from 2019 to 2022, we have to coordinate the different barangays. One is the information, education, and communication. Second, they are going to organize a committee on ease of doing business. Third, we have a regular meeting with the Liga ng Barangay every first Friday of the month. For the boss or the entire system, we have to develop an e-signature. Next is, we have to produce a 28 Business One-Stop Shop Operations Manual to be given to these barangays. This will serve as a Bible of the business. Next is, we have to develop the online payment, the online application. We have also to apply the blue certification from the Ombudsman, and we have to prepare the application for the International Standard Organization 9001 version 2015. By doing so, it is being implied that our system in the business is well accepted internationally.
And for this another 3 years, for this ELA, we are hoping to upgrade it more, integrate it with the national 911 emergency response such that we would be able to give as quickly as possible emergency response to the constituents in Bayawan. And on top of that is the implementation of our local laws and policies, especially in terms of environmental compliance, wherein most of these policies would really enable our community to be safe and away from disasters. So that I think is what we're trying to achieve for the next 3 years.
And for this ELA, 2019 to 2021, naigamayng twist because we saw the gains, of the program. That is why we want to cover more and more teachers, training them, and then more and more ECCD centers will also be improved in terms of rehabilitation of their centers. But this time, we will engage the trained teachers to train also other daycare workers in such a way that the competency and capabilities of the rest of the daycare workers will also be improved so that they can eventually provide the necessary early childhood teaching methodologies to their pupils at the ECCD.
We focus on still on infra development, vision of the mayor to establish the sports academy at the senior high school compound that will be equipped with an oval, amphitheater, and other sports-related facilities. Then we focus on robotics and Internet of Things. We focus also on the internet connectivity of public high schools throughout the city of Bayawan, and also for the provision of other necessary infrastructure in selected schools.
Karon nga ELA, we have committed to replicate this grassroots sa city sa mga barangays nato, because this opportunity nga, for them to be able to travel not only sa national but also internationally para sa sports, excellence in sports. At the same time, mga opportunities, educational, better future for them. We believe nga ato ning mahimo if we expand to the barangays pod.
In public service, they say you have to have the heart or the compassion or the feel to the grassroots level. It has always been a problem with me because I have always been branded as an elitist. Hindi mo kumasa, hindi mo kupobre. Even I remember when I was chairman in the agrarian reform, on the first session, I think Arnold remembers this, all the leftists stood up at the back and put these red banners. Get the landowner out of this committee. We don't like the chairman. He is a landowner. And I stood up, I said, my God, I can never choose to be born. But I can choose to be right. I can choose to be benevolent. I can choose to be compassionate. I can choose to do good. So napahiya sila. And for me, in anything you do, it doesn't matter where you come from. It's just from here. If you want to do it well and you want to do it right, and you really want to go deeper so that you know what is it that the society or the community really needs. And here we are, I am with you now. If you remember, 3 years ago, before I came in, I only had support of 10% of everybody. That's true. But I never even mentioned that. Because I knew right from the start, itong ELA pa lang nato sa My two lawyers told me, wala pa sa Tony Di Palubusato, he was not a lawyer then. Ngayon sila dua, my God, we don't need more consultants. These people are good. Your department heads are good. The supervisors are good. They're very capable. They just need to be motivated and set into the right direction. That's why I never changed anybody. Because I knew I was lucky. I knew I was lucky that when I came in, I already had that set of capable heads, officials, leaders. Now, ug nakabantay mo, during the whole 2.5 days, I rarely opened my mouth. I never even tried to put in the ideas that I had. Because I knew those ideas would come out anyway, because there are a lot of brilliant minds here. I merely check, joke around, but of course sometimes, if I see something that is petty, I cannot stop but open my mouth. Because I would like everyone to throw away any antiquated ways of thinking. Daghan kay tagsipyat nga Pilipino, pilang na Pilipino ko, na kinahanglan natong uspon. Ultimo Pilipino, magbalay, magarahian, para nagulus kasakyanan. Pagpalit itong anak ko kasakyanan, problema na, ewan na yung kaparkingan. We never plan for the next 10 years. We always plan for the next 2 months. And that's something that I always want to, push in everybody's minds. That's why makita kong petty nga, ibutang, ako ginagbuyagon, para makahinumdum mo nga, that's not the way anymore. The way we do it is plan for the next 30, 40, or 50 years. Now, this was a very beautiful ELA. It's not a wish list. We really tackled what was wrong with our system, even if the other LGUs are then looking at us as a model. For them, we are models, and I know that. But kamu mismo now, you are striving for perfection. In spite nga pinakapaspas atong pinakapaspas atong boss, guwapo ang atong assistant sa Agri, you are still striving for more. Because you know we can do better. You know that. And after all, we are here on borrowed time. What is more important is we take care of our environment, we take care of our city, we take care of our children, that they will be better than us and leaving them a better city that they can continue to live on and prosper. I know it is all in your hearts. I know you will do it, and you will love to do it even much more than I. People question my being Bayawan. Nobody can question your being Bayawan. Bayawan is here. Let's do this. Ibayaw ang Bayawan.
Mas institutional.
Where 160 people, including leaders, stakeholders from different sectors, participated in the event, to plan the future of the city. They were all very highly engaged, very energetic, a lot of creative inputs. People are very open, very hopeful.
Yeah. We'd like to congratulate the leaders and the entire LGU of Bayawan because of what has happened in the last 3 days. I think it augurs well for the next 3 years. And if the output and energy and enthusiasm of the people here is an indication, then we're pretty sure that Bayawan is in good hands. No? At, we're highly
inspired by what we saw, and we think that if this carries on and if they are able to continue what they have started here, then the future looks good for Bayawan even more.
I think what is important is that this is just the start, that people continue the conversations that have taken place here, continue also with the love that they have put into the plans. No? It really takes a lot of talking, a lot of safe spaces, inclusive spaces, so that people will really work on it.
All of these programs are only attainable when we work together as one. Hand in hand, let us choose to be productive, disciplined, and greener for the greater future of the growing community of the local government unit of Bayawan City.